Shalom to my brothers and sisters who are in the body of Yahuwshua HaMashiyach, who is the Messiah. And shalom, shalom to my brothers and sisters who are Hebrew Israelites and who are scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. Today, I just will bring you a short video that is titled African Americans, also known as Igbos, Negroes, Hebrews, etc., are the Hebrew Israelites, the children of Israel. And the reason why I'm bringing out this video today is just another confirmation of what we already know already, of what the Bible told us who we are, because we are living under the curses of Deuteronomy chapter 28. But this video shall be added to the playlist that is titled Vakab Malong, who is a liar. He has spread out many false doctrines against my people, and he's also one of Satan's agents. They have a new name for themselves. They're going by, they call themselves the Apologetics, but actually it's just another name for the Jesuits. And those who are familiar with the Jesuits are aware they are another branch of the Roman Catholic Church. So they are definitely the enemies of Yahuwah, of Yahuwshua HaMashiyach, and of the true Hebrew Israelites. See, my people, his goal is to stop the awakening. But what he don't understand, this is ordained by the Most High himself, that his people will wake up to their true identity that Esau and the other nations has hidden from us. You see, when they enslaved my people, especially when they brought us to the Americas, they took away our heritage. They took away our identity and our language. And now the truth is coming out about what they have done to us. The wicked ones are being exposed for who they truly are. So take this time now to enjoy this short video of this confirmation on who we are.
And I'd like to now bring up another interesting place that you're finding descendants of the Israelites, but may not necessarily be from the 10 tribes, but will also play a role. And shouldn't be overlooked. It's a very serious scenario. Is in Africa. Africa has perhaps hundreds of millions of people with this identity right now of being from the people of Israel. Does that mean they were from the 10 tribes? Likely not. We were taught by the historians and within our own traditions that when the Romans conquered Judea, a few hundred years after that the tribes of Israel went into exile, perhaps millions of Judeans were sold into slavery. Into Africa, into Rome, deep into Africa. And if you look now, you're seeing people who are most likely the descendants of those slaves who kept true. I'd like to bring up a few specific examples because they're going to be game changers. One of them wrote letters to Israel when it became a state. And they said, we're Israelites out in Africa. Everyone laughed at them and they said, African Israelites, these people are just trying to jump on the first world country bandwagon. They're living in a third world country. They got nothing. We're coming to Israel. We got innovation, technology. So they're trying to get on this train because there's such a thing called the right of return. All descendants of the Jewish people from around the world were able to move to Israel. So they said we are also. And everyone kind of laughed at them, like I said. And a few people took it serious and went out there and started studying them, learned about their culture. And a professor from Duke University went out there and did DNA testing on them. And he showed not only did they share Semitic genes from people who were in Yemen back to the Middle East, these gentlemen, a large percent of them, have the Y chromosome to be Kohanim, to be priests. Now, if anyone who doesn't know, a priest is a specific family clan of the nation of Israel who come from Aaron, the brother of Moses, who was the first priest. And anyone descended from Aaron has the status title priest. And we found that these men in this village in South Africa called Lemba, L-E-M-B-A, carry this genetic marker to let us know that they share the same as from the Sephardic and the Ashkenaz and And the population of the people in Israel today, they share the same exact DNA marker. That's mind-blowing. So everyone kind of got humbled a little bit, who laughed at them and said, now what? Now what do we do about this? This could have tremendous implications. Another area in Africa, you have something big happening, is in Nigeria. You have the Igbo people, or Igbo, pronounced either way. There's 40 million of them, also Christians, like I spoke about before, how that could happen to the children of Israel very easily. But also a lot of them are now coming out and converting back or adopting the rules of the Torah without all the paganism that they've been practicing for hundreds of years. There's been books written about it from scholars in Nigeria, from scholars from the Jewish people. And where it gets interesting is, in America, there was a slave trade. And a lot of the slaves, a very high percentage of them, came from Western Nigerian ports. And in America today, you see a very large movement of African Americans who say that they're the real chosen people, that they're the children of Israel, they're the Judeans. So what are they just trying to create an identity for themselves because they were slaves, or is there really something here? And the answer is, most likely there is something there. And most likely, maybe that they were the original Israelites, and maybe that the Jewish people today, who are white, Caucasian people, came in a little bit later on. We know that some of the greatest sages of the transmission of the Torah were converts from Rome. You have a man named Onkelos, who wrote a commentary on the Torah, unprecedented, that we still learn today. He was a convert. Some of the largest pillars on the transmission today were Roman converts. So here we are, we're Caucasian Jewish people, and now you have people in Africa saying that they're the real people of Israel. It can't be ruled out at all. We know they were sold into slavery. We know now that they're fulfilling prophecies by saying, we're coming back.
Let me stop this. Now I'm going to take you to YouTube because I highly recommend that you watch this video. But notice what that Jewish spokesman said. His name is, I think it's Harry Rosenberg. He said that one thing he really pointed out, he said Christianity is pagan. It has a lot of paganism. It's full of a lot of idolatry. Here you have a Jewish person speaking against Christianity and telling you what it's truly about. The same Christianity that vocab is a part of. And I have to apologize. I'm going to have to go to my channel to get that video that I'm recommending you to watch. So, just bear with me, because it's going to give you more understanding about the migration of my people. Okay? Because he only mentioned 2 countries of Africa. Actually, it's more than 2 of where my people migrated since the 70 AD, but also with the let me pause it. Okay. But also with I have to go to my playlist, sorry. But also with other migrations before the 70 AD. Okay? Bear with me. Cause yeah, this is it. Reform Apologetics Restored. Hebrew Israelites Confirmed documentary. This is by Hebrew Nation Building. I highly recommend that you sit down and make time for this video, because this video will give you more understanding about my people. Now, if you are a so-called African American and you're watching this video for the first time and you learning that you are a Hebrew Israelite, please watch this video here. If you have questions, we can be reached. We do have an email account as well called The email address is following the Messiah 378@gmail.com. Check the video description box for our email for those who are just waking up and learning that they are Hebrew Israelites. And to this lying person, this wicked person, my people, I'm highly recommending that you stay away from him. Do not give him an interview. Do not waste your time with him because he is an agent of Satan, and his goal is to take your words and to twist them. His goal is to stop my people from waking who they truly are. And I cannot stress this. This is his goal. He don't have any truth in him. He don't want to hear the truth. He ought to have made up his mind on who he think the people is. He think that the Ashkenazi Jews are the children of Israel, but they're not. When you learn about their lineage, you learn that they are the sons of Japheth. And dealing with the other percentage of the Jewish people, you will learn that some of them are the sons of Esau, and then the rest are Gentiles. Okay. Now, dealing with the children of Dan, there's a prophecy about them. You will have to go to sacredtext.com and read it from their father's book. He's one of the 12 patriarchs, which will explain why they have joined themselves to the synagogue of Satan that is prophesied in Revelations 2:9 and 3:9. For those Jewish people today that we see are identified as the synagogue of Satan. And Dan would join himself to them as prophesied not only in the Old Testament when you read those prophecies, but the piece that you need to get the whole complete picture about Dan, you have to go to sacred text and read the words that their father wrote to them. Dan wrote a prophecy to his children that pertains to the last days. Okay, this one. So this guy here did an excellent job, and we give you a lot more understanding. Again, it's called Reform Apologetics Destroyed, Hebrew Israelites Confirmed documentary. The channel is Hebrew Nation Building. Okay. So when you have some time, please watch that video and get the truth out. Okay. So I close out with this. Here's is the Father and the Son name in Paleo-Hebrew. Our Father name is Yahuwah, and his Son name is Yahushua. And in the English tongue, Yahushua will be translated into Joshua. Okay? And how the Greeks would spell Yahushua how the Greeks would spell his name. They would spell it as Iosuah, which can be confirmed in the 1611 King James Bible. This is where you can find a confirmation. You won't find it in a King James Version Bible. You will have to go to the 1611 Bible. That's the original Bible that was put together by King James himself before the other copies. And in the side note of Hebrews chapter 4, verse 8, that's when you will see the Greek translation of his name. So the true English name of Yahushua should have been Joshua, okay? So what you see here now is Paleo-Hebrew. Keep in mind, our people wrote Hebrew, and they also spoke other languages such as Aramaic. So do not look at this as a foreign language to you. Please do your research. Please learn how the Bible came about. Please learn about our people. Please learn about your ancestors, Hebrew Israelites, and know what language they spoke. We did not speak English. This English language that we're speaking today came from our oppressors, our enslavers, okay? So I close out with this. I plead the blood of Yahuswshua HaMashiyach upon this video post and the links that are attached to this post. Yahuwah, I ask you to afflict an evil judgment upon anyone who tries to stop this truth until they repent and do what is right in the sight of your eyes. I also ask that you give your people understanding of this truth for those who wants it. In the name of Yahuwshua HaMashiyach, the Messiah, so be it. So my family, continue to preach the gospel that the kingdom of heaven is at hand. For we know this is the season for Yahushua to return. The King of Kings is going to return and to deliver us, to save us out of this evil world. For no longer shall the children of Jacob shall be oppressed by their enemies. Soon they shall be avenged for what has been done to them. They shall be avenged from all the evils that was done to them. And if you are a Gentile listening to this video, repent while you have time, because judgment is coming to all nations. This is no joke. I love you all, and Shalom.